The Uchiha massacre was a tragic phase in Konoha's history. Honestly, like, because I've been meaning to talk about this because I always see a lot of people, Tobirama lovers and defenders, and I'd say Uchiha haters. Because I love all the clans of Konoha. All of them are cool and interesting, but it always piques my interest when I see the way people try to defend an absolute massacre and annihilation of a whole clan by saying some bullshit that Tobirama had said because he likes to say bullshit, you know? Like it always blew my mind for like a while. So I want us to use this video to like talk about it. Let's talk about if were they right? Like were the Uchiha's pains and agonies they had endured in the village not justified, and was a total destruction of their whole clan and history the only way that could have solved the problem? So, without wasting anybody's time, let's have a little chat about the Uchiha. So, for those who don't know, which I don't even know why you wouldn't know, but if you don't know, the were one of the most powerful and populous clans in the Hidden Leaf village known as Konohagakure. They were considered, anyway, they are still alive, even though just two remain. They are considered to be Konoha royalty, one of the four noble clans of Konoha. But then they were annihilated by members of their own clan due to reasons best known to Danzo and Hiruzen. So let's talk about why the Uchiha were very angry and if they had a right to be. Like, I always see people, like, first of all, I always see people defending the thing that, first of all, they put them in charge of the Konoha police force and said it's a prestigious position, and then segregated them towards the outskirts of the village. Bro, let's be honest. I'm young. We don't like the police. You understand? Most people don't really like the police. I mean, we just like, we know they protect us and all that, but there's all the other things they do, you understand, police brutality and all that. So imagine now, for instance, I'm black, I'm, African. Imagine, let me say, for instance, in America now, they put every single police in the whole country is from like black people. Just imagine for a second, like like every prison, every police station, every patrol, it's only black people that you see. Wouldn't that already stigmatized group even be more stigmatized? Like if your friend is arrested, or if they put someone in, it's a black man putting them in handcuffs, it's a black man carrying them to prison, it's a black man in the prison warden and everything. Wouldn't that already marginalized group be even more marginalized? Wouldn't the hatred grow? Because people already don't like the police. So now they can now put a figure, because if they are mixed, you understand, it's just the general police force. But now we can put a label on the police force. No, the police are the Uchiha. That was a terrible and diabolical move by the elders and Hiruzen and the rest. That was crazy. Why would you give them such a role that is not loved by people? Why would you do that? Then you move them to the edge of the village. One of the founding members of the village hidden in the leaves, them and the Senju. Then you have the audacity to move them to the edge of the village, to the outskirts, to be away from political intrigue. No Uchiha has ever been a Hokage. In fact, no Uchiha is even on the seat council. You understand? No Uchiha is part of the elders. It's those clowns there. Like, you put those two elders there before you put an Uchiha. That's crazy. I'd be pissed too. Like, you understand? Like, I would be pissed. Like, I don't understand why people don't see that these things. Some people be trying to justify it. Like, no, you cannot justify this. You understand? What should have happened is dialogue. You understand? During the Nine-Tailed Fox attack, you segregate them and tell them to stay away, and then build this sense of like, the Uchiha can control the Nine-Tailed Fox. so he can be one of them. Fine, that is true. But they are members of this village, fought blood, sweat, and tears for this village. They should have been in charge of fighting and protecting everyone. That way, people could see them on the front lines, risking their lives and not just be excluded and build this sense of dread again and hatred for the clan that is already being marginalized. You understand? Yes, it turned out that it was a member of the Uchiha that actually was controlling the nine-tailed fox. Bro, that's like saying because one black person robs, all black people are armed robbers. What are you talking about? Like, bro, he did that shit. I didn't do that shit. What are you talking about? You know, when I see people defending some of these things, I understand why in the present day, like in the real world, these things still exist. Racism, marginalization, and the rest. Because put a pretty face on it or just twist it up in a nice kind of way, you know, you can justify so much. It's crazy how people jump mental gymnastics and the rest to try and justify diabolical behavior. Like it's crazy. And Kishimoto just did. Danzo is just the fall guy. Like Danzo is he's a cat. That's why I hate the character of Danzo. Not just Danzo like himself. I hate the character of Danzo because Danzo is just a cartoonishly evil villain that like you can put all the blame on. You understand? Tobirama is the handsome guy, even though he started this bigotry. Like if you watch my videos, you know I can't stand Tobirama because he's the epitome of just, you know, the pretty guy that just dodges being a bigot because he looks good. He started all this bullshit. Your brother loved the Uchiha like his second family. In fact, like his family themselves. He embodied the will of fire. He was willing to kill himself for Madara to join and stop fighting. You understand? He taught you to love and cherish these people. And what does Tobirama do? Decides to start going with some bullshit like they are a clan of hatred and revenge. I'm like, bro, your clan too was fighting them for centuries. What are you talking about, bro? You guys were killing each other. Saying like the whole planet. That's why it's literally called the Warring States period. The whole planet was killing each other. What are you talking about, bro? Yes, high emotions activate their eyes. But you know, it's like it reminds me of the hatred for mutants. Yes, it is possible to get bad mutants. It is possible for a mutant to be a villain. It is possible for a mutant to activate his power and blow up a whole building. But instead of just propagating the hatred, why don't we like show love? You know, because if we try to understand them, we can now create some things like, you know, task forces to monitor mutants. You know, you have them in every major city, branch them out to different smaller cities. So if something like that happens immediately, you can have first responders. You know, you understand. It's going to happen eventually. Accidents happen. But if those people come with love and say you are a mutant now, what happened is that your powers activate. You know, you tell the people, the news follow to advertise that no, you are not people to be scared of. These are still your family, your friends, your loved ones, people you've known all your lives. You understand? It would build on a sense of love and trust and know that things happen. The Uchiha are your brothers, they are your sisters. They fight with you on the battlefield. And how you treat them is like they are freaks because their eyes activate when they are filled with emotion. What are you even talking about, bro? Like, bro, and it's crazy when I see people just find Tobirama, they say like, yeah, this guy literally said they are a clan of hatred, like, and then telling like Shisui, like you know, like people will now be like, he thinks Shisui is different. Yeah, the white guy hates all black people, but then decides you black guy, you're different. Bro, come on, man. Miss me with that bullshit, man. For real. I can't stand Tobirama. I love his brother. I like Hashirama. I cannot stand Tobirama for the simple reason that he started all this and he trained Hiruzen. That's why I also hate Hiruzen. If you see my Hiruzen video, because Hiruzen is a pussy. He's a weakling. Because if it was Tsunade, which is funny because Tsunade is a Senju, I believe Tsunade would not have allowed that to happen. Tsunade would have called Fugaku and they would have had a sit down and talk. She would have told those elders to fuck off. Danzo, get the fuck out of my office. What are you talking about, bro? What? You guys have the gall to tell a member of the clan to kill his whole family. Like, bro, that's what we have. That's what we're sitting down here planning. Like, let's tell this guy to kill his whole clan and his whole family. but we'll spare one of you. We'll spare your brother. What are you talking about, bro? Like, when I see people just like, how do you justify because the Uchiha was so marginalized and so pissed off that they might rebel and start fighting Konoha? How do you justify it by like, that's like literally saying killing the few to save the many? What? Like, bro, massacring a whole people because they might fight back against the government that is fucking them up. Literally, can people not see this correlation? Kill them all because they are being marginalized and being messed with and being traumatized and everything they are going through in a village they founded. They might rebel and start protesting and start fighting because, of course, it's not normal people. These are ninja, so it's not going to be just protests. It's going to be cool, nice in those protests. You understand? So, like, instead of that, kill them all, instead of talking to them, instead of actually understanding what's the issue. You understand? And Uchiha should have been Hokage. There's no reason why of all the Hokages, none is an Uchiha. There is not one. Even Fugaku was not on that. There's no reason why Fugaku is not amongst when all the noble clans are coming for meeting. Fugaku ain't even there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, bro, it's crazy, and it all started from Tobirama. Tobirama continued this, then Danzo. Danzo is just the extreme of the extra extreme of Tobirama, and he's the ugly version. Let's be honest. Kishimoto made him ugly, wrinkled as fuck, so that it's easy to pass him as no. Don't blame this handsome guy. Blame this evil guy. Don't you see how he looks shriveled and old, like an old Disney queen, bro? That shit is so like crazy, plain ass writing. It's crazy. Then Hiruzen too is the old wrinkled guy. So you blame two of them and the elders. You understand? I'm like Hiruzen telling Itachi like, yeah, you have averted. I'm like, you have averted what? What is this guy talking about, bro? Like, you guys, all you had to do, Hiruzen, you are the Hokage. All you had to do, first of all, Danzo should have been in prison. Like, I mean, full-time prison. No bullshit. Like, I ain't even tripping. Should have been in prison for even, like, bringing up this bullshit. Those elders should have not been on your council. All they did was piss nonsense into your ear and not give you any legitimate advice. Under your watch, how many, like, the, bro, the Uzumakis were nearly wiped out. Uchiha's nearly wiped out. The kidnapping of Hinata. So many things, bro. Like, in my Hiruzen video, you can hear more about that. Like, piss me off how incompetent Hiruzen is. But that's by the way. He should have been in prison. The council should have been made up of you, Hokage, and then the four noble families, their heads. I don't even know why Kishimoto didn't write it like that. You call them the noble family, but they are not in charge of any decision makings in the village. So what's the point? I have no idea. It's just a prestigious position, okay? But like, they should have been in charge of that. So that's five. Then the Hokage has the final decision. You understand? You can do some things by vote, but when it comes to serious, maybe Konoha is at war or something like that, the Hokage has veto power. You understand? Simple. Isn't this a more sane form of government? The Uchiha should have been at the core of the village, not on the outskirts. And every clan in the village should be sending members. Maybe they have alternating 6 months to 1 year. They should be sending members to go and be in charge of the Konoha prison. And I don't understand why it would be one clan. You send them, maybe every clan sends 5 people. There are lots of clans in Konoha. Simple, so that way it's mixed. You can hate everybody equally. Your clan is a member of that thing too, so you won't hate them. You understand? Simple. These are simple, sane writing ways. But Kishimoto just wrote it in the most crazy way. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? He just wanted excuses so that he can mitigate the bullshit of killing all of them, and it just pissed me off so much. I love Naruto so much, but there's so many things that annoy me in this shit that, like, bro, it just pisses me off. And then Naruto, bro, this guy Sasuke, that you keep telling to come back to the village, that you were chasing all the seasons of Naruto, bro. Can I like explain something to you real quick? Bro, this guy found out that like this village that he's wearing the headband made his brother kill his whole family, his father and his mother and then his whole clan, everybody he grew up with, everybody he grew, knew, and loved. Kill them all. And then you're telling him to still come and fight for that village and still come and do kumbaya with you and do Sasuke, who is the strongest? Man, bro, man, Naruto, you gotta be fucking joking, man. You got to miss me with all that bullshit. I'm gonna be honest. You know, it's crazy when you watch something and like maybe come back and watch it a few years later. Let me not say a few years later. Let me say, 'cause I think I was watching Naruto when I was like maybe 9, 10. You know, so let's call it over a decade later, like rewatching something with your mature mind, you see a lot of those themes that you didn't really understand then. I just thought it was, hey Sasuke, come back and, have fun with your friend now, go on missions together and all that. But now I understand it so much. Like, it's like, bro, this place, do you know the trauma that place brings? Every day going back to that place when he was still a genin, going back to the Uchiha estate or going back to his apartment, like he's literally alone, the last of his kind, for all he knew. Then now having all that vengeance in his heart to kill his brother, not knowing that it was them that told his brother to do that. You understand? Like, bro, I'd be fucking pissed too. I'd expect Naruto, like, more of the writing should have been Naruto understanding Sasuke's plight. Naruto, they treated you like bullshit too. Like, they treated you like trash. Your father and mother died defending this village and they treat you like a vagabond. It's crazy. It's so twisted how the Naruto world is. It's crazy. And when I see people justifying things like the Uchiha massacre, it's crazy. Like, I even see people defending like how like they didn't even treat Naruto that bad. I'm like, bro, are we really being for real? Like, it's crazy, bro, for real. And it's just a reflection of our world, the world we live in today, how people justify bullshit behavior. So yeah, I just wanted to like get that off my chest because like I've been meaning to talk about it, The Uchiha massacre, any way you slice it, dice it, was a disgusting massacre of a people. The Uchiha, any way you slice it, dice it, the Uchiha massacre was a despicable act, and there were so many ways it could have been averted. So many ways. And it's crazy because I don't even watch Boruto, but I hear that like even in Boruto, it's not even addressed. Like Naruto, which is crazy from Naruto. Like, there should be like a memorial and shit. Like, you get, like, it's like the same thing that Japan did. Like, where you get, which is, Kishimoto is Japanese, so you can understand it, I guess. Where they have this thing where they do like, they don't even accept the things they did in World War II. Kind of like to deflect, which also you can kind of see it in that writing. Like, there should be a monument like to the massacre of the Uchiha massacre, how that was a despicable act, so that it can never happen again. You understand me? A clan of your village, a people, your friends, family. It's so crazy. Like, bro, this nobody better than I. Because like I said in my Hiruzen video, some of these Uchiha members would have been members of teams, of course. Majority of them now that are, Genin, Chunin, and Junin would be in teams. So nobody, like your friend that is in your 3-man cell, he suddenly did not show up to the mission the next day and nobody blinked. Nobody did like, wait, what? Where is the whole estate empty out of nowhere? And is that how much everybody, it's impossible now. It's not possible that everybody in the village hated the Uchihas that much. Like, Kushina, Naruto's mother was friends with was friends with Sasuke's mother. You understand? So yes, they would have friends. Why wouldn't you have friends? They go to the market in the village. They do everything. Nobody better than I, when your friend goes to the same salon with you, that you sit down together and gossip while getting your hair made, didn't show up the next day and the next day and the next day. Your guy that you and him play cards together while on missions and guarding Konoha is suddenly not showing up, and you go, you like to visit his estate now. Like, if I don't see him for some days, there ain't no phone. So if I don't see him for some days, I'm gonna visit the estate, the Uchiha estate. Like, what's up here, man? What's going on? You understand? And the whole place is empty. Hundreds to maybe, I don't know how many Uchiha will be. Let's say hundreds of clan members. Nobody is here. Only one left. Only Sasuke. One left. In thin air. And nobody blinked. Nobody went to the Hokage office to ask a question like, bro, Wagwan, what's going on here? Nobody cared. It's insane. It's crazily unrealistic. It's not possible that nobody would, like, because if you watch it, you can hear screams. Of course, now people are getting stabbed in the back and kunai'd to oblivion. Of course, shots, there would be screams. All the other estates and houses close to the Uchiha estate would be asking questions like, Wagwan, what's up? Like, what's going on here? Nobody came, nobody. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how Naruto still didn't talk about it in Boruto, but it's a writer. It's the writer. So we cannot justify it. It was crazy and it was despicable. So, and that's my take on the matter. Let me know yours. Thanks for watching, guys.